Cognitohazard warning. The following file contains images and text that are carriers for anomalous cognitohazardous influences. You do not recognize the bodies in the water. Due to this, it is imperative that all personnel accessing this file be certified as having a cognitive resistance value, CRV, of no less than 14.5. Should you fail an automated CRV verification, please remain calm. Do not move. A member of your site's medical staff will be with you shortly. Repeat the following phrase, slowly and clearly. I do not recognize the bodies in the water. Processing complete. Verification complete. User CRV within acceptable limits. SCP-2316. Object Class, Esoteric. Special Containment Procedures. Under no circumstances are Foundation personnel to approach 2316. Observation of the SCP must only be carried out by remote dummy probes utilizing video and audio recording equipment. Only those rated for exposure to cognitohazardous anomalies may review footage of SCP-2316. The lake in which SCP-2316 is located has been quarantined and fenced off. It is routinely patrolled by individuals who have not been exposed to 2316 and have no prior knowledge of its characteristics. You do not recognize the bodies in the water. Individuals who attempt to bypass the enforced quarantine must be apprehended and moved to Site-33 for full cognitive influence screenings. Individuals who come within 50 meters of the lake containing SCP-2316 are to be considered lost. Please repeat the phrase slowly and clearly into your microphone. I do not recognize the bodies in the water. Processing complete. Verification complete. CRV is within acceptable limits. Description. 2316 is a designation for anomalous phenomenon existing within lake, within county. The SCP manifests groups of human corpses. Footnote 1. Due to the nature of the SCP, it's uncertain how many individual corpses exist within the group. The number is currently estimated at 45, but has been estimated as high as 200 or more. Floating in a small group at the surface of the water. The identities of the corpses are cognitohazard removed. Automated change unknown. Through DNA testing have been inconclusive. While 2316 appears to be individual instances, it is theorized that SCP may instead be an entity composed of a collective consciousness. Individual instances of 2316 do not act on their own, but do seem to be able to collectively as a... Footnote 2. I know who they are. I know their names. Each and every single one of them. Don't you? Single unit. Individual instances of 2316 are... Footnote 3. Jeremiah Feynman, Arthur Scott, Denise Clark, Cognitohazard removed. Automated message, edit locked. Unrecognizable. And you do not recognize the bodies in the water. 2316 hosts a powerful cognitohazardous effect, causing those who have viewed 2316 to be aware of certain parts of its nature, or who have enrolled in the Cognitohazard removed automated message invalid, to believe that the individual instances of 2316 are human beings that they recognize, typically from their childhood. Footnote 4. They're lying. They know damn well who they are. The cognitohazard, it's real, but it's just their way of crying for help, of letting you know who they are. Who they are. Attempting to come in contact with 2316 instances by way of entering lake or touching any instances will cause the other instances to appear. You do not recognize the bodies in the water. The additional instances only serve to reinforce and add strength to the cognitohazard. Footnote 5. How can you not recognize the bodies in the water? Compelling affected individuals into the lake. Individuals who enter the lake in this way are lost, and to this date, none have been recovered. Addendum 2316-1. Interview. Data expunged. Footnote 6. They don't want to show you, but I will. Scroll down. Repeat the following phrase slowly and clearly into the microphone. I do not recognize the bodies in the water? Process incomplete. Verification incomplete. User CRV is not within acceptable limits. User CRV influenced by active cognito hazards? Stay still. A member of your site's medical staff